He must be counting fielders' choices as hits, and they're not. I mean, I know I'm not the official scorekeeper, but I had 7 hits. 19-2 are the Falcons. They pick up their 20th win. They'll be heading to the state tournament. Been a phenomenal year. Section final here. So both teams are warming up. They set a half hour. That was at 7. I'm going to guess. That both teams are not going to take infield. It's just a guess. Faribault did have 2 errors. Got a bad relay on a play. West had 1 error. That was in the last inning. So, we'll see if they're locked in. Faribault's going to have the same lineup. I did ask him that. I'm going to move my chair here. See if I can get out of the wind. So while I'm doing that, you're going to hear from some of those great sponsors that are making our broadcast possible. We'll be back. Caswell Park, North Mankato, section championship game in 90 seconds.
Thinking about your own funeral leaves most of us feeling a little uneasy. But more adults are finding by pre-planning their funeral, they're providing their family with greater emotional and financial security when that time comes. Harker Cole Funeral Home and Crematory at their new location in Faribault has been caring for families of all faiths in Faribault and the surrounding area since 1876. If you're considering pre-arranging your funeral, contact them. They'd be happy to walk you through the pre-planning process. Harker Cole Funeral Home Faribault, offering single pet cremation for your longtime companion. In fast-pitch softball, having a good defense is essential. Not giving additional outs to any team increases your chances of winning, with multiple quality plays keeping the score down. Same is true in real estate. RE/MAX Experts Realtor Deb Salmonson has 23 years experience selling real estate. 23 years experience selling in the Faribault area. That can save seller and buyer. Check out our website and see a number of testimonials from people at Deb Salmonson RE/MAXExperts.com. It's a seller's market right now, so the perfect time to list a home. Call Deb for a free market analysis. 507-210-1005.
Hi, Cody here with Harley's Auto Salvage, right across from the Rice County Fairgrounds. We've been here since 1952 and are proud to be Faribault's largest recycler. Be sure to check out our drive-thru recycling building. We can recycle your aluminum cans, copper, brass, and metal, and we're your source for new and used auto parts. If we don't have it, we can locate it on our nationwide locating system. Plus, we'll pay you top dollar for your junk vehicle, and we'll pick it up. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook.
Harley's Auto Salvage, across from the fairgrounds in Faribault.
Well, they're announcing this starting lineup, which I did not get. And I thought he told me it was the same lineup, but I thought he just gave somebody fighting in a different spot in the order. So I guess I'll find out when they come to the plate. If Faribault Falcons are defeated 3-2 in baseball, they're done their season. Worthington wins 3-2. Oh my. They lose 5-4 to Mankato West, and then 3-2 to Worthington. Well, we don't need to unfortunately see Faribault playing Saturday. It's kind of a bummer. And the winner of this game goes to state. It's that simple. If Faribault goes with the same lineup, Allie Shack, center fielder, bats first. Michaela Armbruster, pitcher, second. Bree Bresnahan, shortstop, third. Cassie Swanson at first base, the cleanup hitter. Abby Van Ryan will catch and bat fifth. Batting sixth, Abby Lake, the right fielder. Batting seventh, Ellie Knutson, the third baseman. Cameron Salmonson will bat eighth, play left field. And Lauren O'Neill will play second base and bat ninth. Faribault's the home team. I don't know if they flip for it. That would be my guess. And then again, maybe West said they'll take visitors, and they did win the flip. That could have been two. I'm going to jump on Armbruster early when she might not be as confident after giving up the 5 runs in the 6th inning of the first game. Armbruster in the first game struck out 10 batters through the first 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, homers, and then in that 6th inning the floodgates opened. There was an out to start the inning, a single, an error, a walk, very rare with Armbruster. She walked 2 in the same inning. She had 8 walks all year coming into this game. I'm trying to stay seated low so that you don't get as much wind, but then I can't see. So I almost have to stand up, so I apologize for the wind, folks. Hopefully as the evening goes on, the wind will die down more. Lanny Shopper, center fielder, will lead things off. Where's number 7 on the back of her uniform? First pitch is a ball, 1-0. And the next pitch swings, and it's a slow roller. Knutson's going to throw her out at first base. So 2 pitches, 1 out. Jalissa Stoltzman, the shortstop, hit a solo homer in the first game. Steps up. She was safe on an error, had a single, struck out looking, and hit the homer. 0-1. Ball's off the first pitch. There's no getting around it. Sun's going to be in my eyes. It's going to be in the batter's eyes, too. I think I'd throw some risers in this game. You have to look up at the riser, and you look right into that sun. Swing! And just got a piece of it, 0-2. I would use that sun to my advantage if I were Ms. Armbruster. Get the ball up around the eyes, and they're looking into the sun. Oh, 0-2 the count. A little lunging hit that Swanson snares. A couple steps to her right. 2 down. And that'll bring up Kenzie Grunst. Grunst, the third baseman. Where's number 14? Armbruster, the junior's pitch. Inside. Wow, that was a good pitch. Call the ball. 1-0. Man, oh man. That was right on the inside corner. Righty's pitch. Swing! 1-1. Armbruster trying to get that confidence back. And the pitch. Swing! And a miss. 1-2. Just a couple of pitches too much over the plate in the first game. Remedy that, and who knows? She wastes one. It's 2-2. I like better seeing that than grooving a pitch. 2 down. We're in the top of the first inning. Second game. Winner of this game goes to state. Nice pitch. Inside corner. He calls it. It was a perfect pitch. And Armbruster strikes him out looking. If you're looking for a great meal, you don't have to look any farther than Bashers, the J&J Bowling Center. I'm telling you, well, I don't need to tell you if you've been there. Their ribs are so out of this world good. And they got a chicken wing special that ends today. So if you haven't gone out there, take advantage of it, okay? Top of the first, West no runs, no hits, no Falcon errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. We'll see if Faribault can get some mojo going in 1 minute.
Hi, this is Chris from Garlic's Water. Are you fed up with fighting rust stains and hard water problems at home? We have a system that can solve all your headaches. A Kinetico water system. We have a wide range of Kinetico water systems to fix any problem, big or small. Give me a call at 800-722-1282 or go online at garlicswater.com and let me show you what I can do to help. At Garlic's Water, your water has never been treated so well.
Garlic's Water.
Everyone should know by now the juiciest burgers in Faribault are found at Basher's Sports Grill and the J&J Bowling Center. Known for their incredibly delicious ribs, Basher's and the J&J Bowling Center will be open Memorial Day. Swing in and enjoy. Enjoy their delicious wings on special through the end of May. 20 wings for $10. J&J Bowling Center has a great summer special. Purchase a summer pass for bowling for $40. Enjoy 3 games a day, Monday through Thursday, all summer through the end of August. Proud of the Faribault Falcons, Bashers, and the J&J Bowling Center, Faribault.
We go to the bottom of the first.
Leading off for Faribault in the bottom of the first inning, the center fielder, number 7, Ali Shack.
Ali Shack will lead off, center fielder. Steps in. Did not get on base in the first game. And boy, when she gets on base, things happen for Faribault. The righty's pitch. Up high, 1-0. Briggs Carlson pitched in the first game. They pulled her when it looked like they were in the driver's seat, just like Faribault pulled Armbruster late in the game. Let's see here. She threw 66 pitches. That is a smoking hot hit. Shack's going for 3. Here comes the throw, and she's there. A triple. Shack starts with a triple. That did not miss. Going out of here, but again, I'm looking right into the sun. I lost it in the sun, to be honest. All I saw was her wheeling around the bases. I mean, I'm looking right into the sun.
Second, the pitcher, number 9, Michaela Armbruster.
So Armbruster will step in. Good way to start the game. Michaela wears number 9 on the back of her uniform. The righty's pitch. Tried, squared the bunt, brought the bat back. It's called a ball, 1-0. Interesting call there with a runner at third. If you get any kind of a hit, you're probably going to score the run. Not necessarily we'll do that with a bunt and a pitch. Swung away and fouled it off. 1-1 the count. I guess they just wanted the infielders to be thinking possible bunt. Be great to jump early here in the first inning. Last game was the first time in this tournament that Faribault did not score in the first inning. We put crooked numbers on every game but this last one here today. And the pitch is too low. 2-1. Well, Carlson threw. I was just looking at that. In the first game, Armbruster threw 100 pitches. Carlson threw 61. That's quite a difference. Carlson's a senior, Armbruster a junior. That ball's hit right back to Carlson. She's going to come to the plate. It's not a force out. She's safe. It was not a force out. She slid under the tag. Ali Shack. I think the catcher initially thought it was a force out. It's not. And her delay in making a tag is why it's safe. So the fielder's choice puts Armbruster at first. She'll see Shack score to make it 1-0 Faribault. Bree Bresnahan steps up. The pitcher, Carlson, kind of bobbled the ball. They almost ran into another out there. Bree wears number 10 on the back of her uniform, the shortstop. Well, remember what I told you in the first game. Faribault has not had to come from behind much at all this year. And it's just a whole different mentality, too, when you're pitching, if you're pitching from ahead or behind. And Armbruster hasn't had to pitch from behind much. So the Falcons get her a lead here, and we'll see if that makes the difference. This is the longest meeting ever inside the pitching circle. I mean, really? How long has this meeting been?
I think they're wondering if the pitcher got hurt on that last one.
Yeah, well, they're saying the pitcher might have got hurt. I don't know. It was a comebacker, and she's shaking her hand, so that's why we're having a meeting. She's going to test out that hand, and she'll be okay. I guarantee it. You're not going to get her out of here. You'd have to have a crane to get her out of this game. So she looks like she's throwing the ball pretty well. As Bresnahan gets ready to step in, she hit a smoking hot ball, but right to the right fielder in the first game. She also had a single her last time up and grounded out. Against Mankato West in the 2-0 game on May 17th when Faribault won in Mankato at West High School. Bresnahan had 2 of the team's 8 hits. 7 different players had hits in that game. Nobody out. 1 run in, runner at first. Bresnahan steps up against Carlson, who's still flexing that hand after the comebacker from Armbruster. And the pitch. Hammers it toward right field, foul ball. Bresnahan has hit some home runs to right field. She just is such a good athlete, and it looks effortless when she swings. As she steps in, right-handed hitter. And the pitch. Hammers the ball, but the shortstop will catch it. Another one right on the button, right to somebody. That'll bring up Cassie Swanson, first baseman.
Batting fourth, playing first base. Number 3, Cassie Swanson.
1 down, runner at first. 1-0 Faribault here in the bottom of the first. Leadoff triple by Shack. And scored on a fielder's choice. Comebacker to the pitcher. Good thing she was off to the races right away, or she would have been out. There's a foul ball. Actually, if the catcher applies the tag right away, she's probably out. But she slid between the legs and was safe. Legs of the catcher. So 0-1 is the count to Cassie Swanson. Right-hander Carlson fidgets with the ball in her glove. Kicks, delivers. Over the head. She wouldn't bite. 1-1. Cassie, in the first game, had a walk and a strikeout and a ground out. She steps in. Carlson's next pitch. Swings and hits it straight back. 1-2. Cassie says herself she has trouble with pitchers that don't throw real hard. And it does appear to me that they're not throwing her anything particularly hard. 1-2, and the pitch. Missed. 2-2. That was a little harder, but a good eye by Cassie because it was on the outside corner and low. That first baseman is really hugging the line. There's a gaping hole between first and second. Cassie's been known to hit the ball anywhere on the field. When she's in the zone, she can hit it anywhere. And the pitch. That ball's hammered. That might be out of here. It's going to be over against the fence. Wow, that didn't miss by much. They go to third. She's safe. Swanson's got a double. Boy, she hit the fence on the fly. Didn't miss a homer by a lot. I thought it was going to be a line drive homer. Runners at second and third with one out. And Abby Van Ryan will step in. 2 hits in the first game, both off of this pitcher.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 2, Abby Van Ryan.
She gets a hit here. It's a crooked number on the board. Taps the plate, steps in. Carlson glances toward her dugout. Swipes away the gnats. And the pitch. Swings, and it's a slow roller to first. She waits to get tagged. The run scores. Smart move by Abby. She waited to get tagged. That allowed the run to score. That was really smart on her part. Going to third is Swanson. It was a slow roller to the first baseman, and she just packed up a couple steps.
Right fielder, number 11, Abby Lake.
And the first baseman just kind of hesitantly tagged her, but that puts a crooked number on the board for Faribault as Abby Lake steps in. Now the umpires are discussing something, what I don't know. They already made the call. You can't change it now. Next batter's already stepped in the box. So I don't know what that was all about. And I'm guessing Coach Kuzmark wasn't real happy. But you can do that. You can stop and delay so that your run can score before you're tagged. It's first baseman should have tagged her right away. It's just a smart play by Van Ryan. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to Lake. Lake got our Archambault brothers' disposal pickup of the first game. Nice running catch in right field for Abby Lake. The sophomore has done a great job in right field. Runner at third, 2 outs here in the first. Pitches inside. 1-1. Lake can get any kind of a hit here. It'll be a 3-0 game. Right out of the gate. So Carlson, who got smacked on the hand with that comebacker, delivers. Jammed her, and it looks like a base hit for Lake. One scores. 3-0 Faribault. That was a nice piece of hitting by Abby. That was a very good pitch right on the inside corner. And she just went with a pitch. Good hitting by Abby Lake.
Batting seventh, playing third base. Number 5, Ellie Knudsen.
Ellie Knudsen, the third baseman, will step in. Had 2 hits in the first game, was one of our players of the game, along with Abby Van Ryan. And Faribault's put a crooked number on the board in the pitch. Strike, outside corner, throw over to first, just getting back. This West team, just like Mankato East, notice a common denominator here? Not afraid to throw behind runners. You have to be alert. I love it. And a pitch. Right at the knees. 0-2, Knudsen. Ellie is so fast. Most of her hits this year, I think, have been bunts. She's had some doubles, too. She does have some power, but she runs so fast in the pitch. Swings just to stay alive. Still 0-2. Good job by Ellie. Got to protect that plate. Falcons lead it 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. They lost the first game 7-2. And the righty's pitch. Way high. Throw behind the runner. Lake is caught off ball. Don't go. She got in. She should have gone right to second base. She's in a rundown now, and she's going to be out. She would have had second base if she'd just taken off. They got her picked off first. I mean, she was almost to second base when she decided to come back to first. You get caught in that, you just run as hard as you can to the next base. If you're out, that's the way it is. When you get in those rundowns, it's rare. And I'm not going to even try to tell you what the rundown was. It was 2 to 3 to 6 to 3 to 4, I believe, to get Lake. So 2 to 3 to 6 to 3 to 4. At least that's what's going to be written in my book. Here in the bottom of the first, Faribault does come up with 3 runs. Leadoff triple's a nice way to start the game, eh? They had 3 hits. There were no errors in my book anyway, by Mankato East. And Faribault didn't leave anybody on base because the one person on base got picked off. And they've had some base running guffaws today. But they're up 3-0 as we go to the top of the sixth. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the order for the Scarlets right after this 1-minute timeout.
Pleasant Manor Nursing Home in Faribault understands that life is a journey. At Pleasant Manor, every employee is committed to making the journey as pleasant as possible. 24-hour skilled nursing, short-term rehab, hospice care, and physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available. Pleasant Manor doesn't just care for physical needs, but emotional also, with worship services, daily activities, and more. Don't wait until an emergency. Take a tour with your loved ones soon and see if it's where you or they want to spend part of your life journey. Pleasant Manor, 27 Brand Avenue in Faribault, because the journey matters. Bolt Funeral Home in Faribault understands their work with families often comes at a difficult time. That's why they're specially trained in pre-planning so the basics can be completed hopefully long before the services are needed. Bolt Funeral Home provides traditional and cremation services with the most compassionate care. Many generations of families have trusted their loved ones in the care of Bolt Funeral Home with generations of experience and decades of trust. Proud of their 5 generations of Faribault Falcon graduates, visit their website, boltfuneralhome.com, for more details about their services.
What's going on here? Faribault just gave up a hit. It looked like a routine fly ball. I have no idea what happened. It was a routine pop fly. Now it was just shallow, the center field. But Lake, I don't know if Shaq never saw it, but that was her ball. Lake comes over and they get a bloop single to lead off the second. Boy, they've been so good defensively all year. 2 errors in the first game and then that. Pitch is outside. It's 1-0. They're not really good about giving lineups around here. This is Bree Stoltzman, the catcher. And now it's 3-0 to Stoltzman. So it looks like the missed catch in the outfield may have gotten to Armbruster here. The strike. She started for first base. It did look high, but the umpire said that's a strike. It's 3-1. You don't want to give up anything here. You just got a 3-0 lead. You want to shut the door and get right back to the plate. Runner at first, nobody out. And the pitch. That ball's hit well. Going back is Shaq, and she'll catch the ball. A couple feet in front of the fence. Just allowed out.
Batting 6, the catcher, number 11, Bree Stoltzman.
Oh, wait a minute. Now Stoltzman's up. I thought Stoltzman was 1. She's 11. So Stoltzman steps up now. First pitch is a strike. No harm done on the bloop single if you take care of business and get the next 3 outs. 3-0. Faribault leads it. They scored 3 in the bottom of the first. Leadoff triple by Shaq got him going. Swanson just missed a home run in the first inning. Hit off the fence. Again, I'm looking into the sun, and it is when the back has the ball go off the bat toward left field, I am lost. It's total sun. Just got to go by the reaction of the players. This is what I did with Shaq when she was rounding the bases. We got a person warming up in the pen there for Mankato West. That ball's hammered to right field. Lake comes in and makes the catch. So a couple of them right on the button, but they're outs, loud outs. Emma Young, the DP, steps in.
The designated player, number 13, Emma Young.
Young in the first game struck out twice and walked against Armbruster. Came into this game with 8 total walks all year and had 2 walks in 1 inning in the first game. That ball's hit very well. In fact, it's scalded. Hit so hard the runner has to stop at second base. She jumped all over the first pitch. One of the very observant former coach fans told me between games, did you realize Michaela didn't throw her changeup as much? I said, well, she wasn't getting it over. You made the perfect point. That shouldn't matter. Pitch is outside. Still got to put it in their head, and he's absolutely right. 1-0 the count to wherever this is. I think it's Maddie Mueller. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 2 outs, runners at first and second. We'd like to get out of this with no runs. Get back to the plate in the second inning and keep those hot bats going. 3-0 Faribault lead. Oh, that was a gorgeous pitch, and it's called a ball. Unbelievable. 2-1 the count. That looked like a perfect pitch. Here comes the next one. Pops her up. Bresnan goes back. Salmonson comes in, and oh my. She had to jump at the last second to make the catch, but she did. Almost gave this old man a heart attack. Oh boy. Here in the second. No runs. Couple of hits. There were no errors. And a couple of runners were left, one in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the second. It'll be 7-8-9 in the order for the Falcons, already leading by a 3-0 score back in 1 minute.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let Jason Crone Agency help simplify to get to a better state. Because with Jason's office handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could save you up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call me, Jason Crone, State Farm Agency today to get to a better state with State Farm.
Archambault Brothers Disposal of Faribault has been serving the Faribault area for over 6 decades. The same local, family-owned business has been assisting families and businesses. Randy and the whole Archambault Disposal family would like to thank their many loyal customers. 3 generations of Archambaults have strived to treat their customers like family. It's not just picking up garbage to them. Service and relationships are why Archambault Brothers Disposal's in the business. If you'd like to be part of the Archambault Brothers Disposal family, just phone 334-8910.
It was an 0-2 count when Ellie Knutson was at the plate last inning, and late got picked off. Pitches up high for a ball, 1-0. Let's hope that pickoff, isn't a run that you need. 3-0 Falcons on the Deb Salmonson Remax Realty scoreboard, and the pitch. Strike. 1-1. Knutson is such a good bunter and so fast. I'd be tempted to do that right here. Ooh, she tried. Brought the bat back, and it's 1-2. Now that's in their head. But she is so fast, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, she lays down a good bunt, she's at first base. The pitch, the bunt, it's a good one. Third baseman throws, and she is just out. Boy, I don't know if I've seen that this year. Wow. That third baseman has an arm. That was Grunched. And I mean, she threw a BB. Now she is her other pitcher. So that'll bring up Cameron Selmans in here, I think. Swings, first pitch. Right fielder, foul ball. 0-1. Doing my, what's that, soccer goal call. So, a loud strike. Cameron's out in left field. Next pitch is in the dirt. It's 1-1. They did have someone warming up between innings because Faribault did have that 3-run first. Be nice to get a couple more here, wouldn't it? 1 out here in the second. And the pitch. Ooh, she takes it to right field, foul. Pitch was on the outside corner. Smart swing there by Cameron. Almost worked. Some many batters, including Brian Dozier, try and pull the ball on the outside part of the plate. Doesn't work too often. And the pitch. Oh my, that didn't miss by much. 2-2. West fans are bewildered. Got a young person up here with some kind of an instrument, riding a trike or something up here. That shouldn't be allowed. And the pitch. She swung at a pitch inside. So first strikeout for Carlson. That would have been a ball. O'Neill, second baseman. Lauren O'Neill. And there's number 20. By the way, Salmonson had a double in the first game and a single. And O'Neill was safe on a fielder's choice. First pitch, I think, is a ball. Boy, I'll be glad when that sun sets. The pitch. Outside corner. Very generous, too. 1-1. I hope Michaela Armbruster's watching. And the righty's next pitch. Outside corner, same spot, ball. I'm not making it up. 2-1. O'Neill's a left-handed batter. And the pitch. Just got a piece of it. It's now 2-2. Merrily had Carlson somewhat on the ropes in the first inning. Lake had that single. Knutson was at the plate, but she got picked off first base. Somebody just did a home run in the game behind me, and she's done it before. Should see her home run trot. She actually ran into a trot. You don't see too many trot on homers in fast pitch. And the pitch. It's hit back up the middle. Carlson lunges for it. Can't get to it. She's safe. O'Neill doesn't need much of hesitation to get on base. I'm giving her a hit on that.
Center fielder, number 7, Allie Shack.
Carlson doesn't knock that down. It's probably a hit anyway. We'll see what the officials score. Oh, he ruled it an error. Wow. That's a tough error. When you have to lunge off the pitching circle to try and catch a ball, you shouldn't get an error. Pitch is outside. 1-0. You know how fast that ball's coming back at you? That was somebody scoring that's not thinking of those things, I guess. The pitch, hammered. Third baseman, it's a great stab. Bouncer gets away from the first baseman. Shack's at first. Going to third is O'Neill. That'll be an error. So runners at the corners with 2 outs. Armbruster up. She was safe on a fielder's choice. First time up. It was a comebacker to the pitcher, Carlson. And I mean, it was hammered. And they sent Shack right at contact. She slid between the catcher's legs. Because actually, excuse me. Actually, if the throw would have been a good one, she would have been out. I think the catcher thought it was a force out. It was a high strike call. Logging down to second, well, actually jogging. I meant to say jogging. Here's Ali Shack. there's no indifference in this sport. That's a stolen base. First pitch was a strike. Armbruster hits the next one right back to Carlson. She reaches up, makes the catch. Faribault gets runners at second and third, but they don't score. They collect a hit. There was one error, and the official score evidently changed the score on the one. And 2 runners left, both in scoring position on the Deb Salmonson Remax Realty scoreboard. Faribault's up 3-0 after 2 innings. Faribault has scored 3 runs on 4 hits. They do not have an error. Have left 2 runners on, both in scoring position. The Mankato West Scarlets have no runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 runners left, 1 in scoring position. Top of the third, 9-1-2 for West in 30 seconds.
Reliance Bank of Faribault is a terrific way for you to support your favorite school and benefit yourself also. Get more details about their Faribault Falcon, Bethlehem Academy, or Medford Tiger debit cards. Open a free checking account like the Green Checking with no minimum balance, currently 1.5% APY on your deposits, and choose the MoneyPass Visa card with a Falcon, Cardinal, or Tiger logo on it. A portion of the interchange fee on every point of sale transaction is donated back to your favorite school. Another way that Reliance Bank of Faribault is redefining service every day. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Armbruster concludes her warm-ups. We go to the top of the third, 9-1-2. Leading off, Holly Wisty, the left fielder.
Left fielder number 2, Holly Wisty.
Now batting for the Jaguars, center fielder number 2, McKenna Johnson.
Wisty is a sophomore. Armbruster, 25 pitches, 17 strikes first 2 innings, 1 strikeout. Pitches up high for a ball, 1-0. She was 4 of 8 first pitch strikes, first 2 innings. There's a strike, 1-1. I like that. Sorry about that, folks. These earbuds, I hit the cough switch. Got to hold the book in my hands. 1-2 for Wisty. Don't you love that sun in your eyes? Guy from the paper over here, shielding the sun with a scorebook like me. Pitches outside. 2-2. Again, Armbruster threw 100 pitches in the first game. An even 100. Swing and a miss. Beautiful changeup. Typically during the season, that's been a strikeout pitch for her.
Center fielder number 7, Lady Shopper.
That'll bring up Shopper. Grounded out to start the game. West has 2 hits, both last inning. One came with 2 outs, the other to lead off the inning. Pitch is a ball inside. 1-0. Boy, that was a close pitch. Armbruster's a right-hander, the junior, and the pitch. Outside, 2-0. This is a leadoff hitter, a center fielder. So you know she's got good wheels. Probably rather not have her on base. The pitch. Oh, she came right down Broadway and fouled it off. 2-1. That's good to challenge the hitters, though. You got a 3-0 lead. In the bottom of the third, it'll be the heart of the order for Faribault. Be nice to pad that 3-0 lead. And the pitch. Swings and strikes. 2-2. That would have been strike 3. It would have been an out because Abby caught the foul tip. And the pitch. Tried to get her to chase a riser. Wouldn't do it. 3-2. You challenge her here. No pass here. And the righty's pitch. She challenged her. A little high. And Bresnahan tried to do an over-the-shoulder catch. I thought it was going to be a catch, but it's not a catch. It's a hit.
Shortstop number 3.
Didn't miss that by much. Would have been a great catch had she made it. Remember, she's running, looking back. The sun is in front of her. I don't know if that gave her any trouble, but one out, runner at first. Stoltzman, who hit a home run the first game, steps in. Pitches outside, 1-0. Her home run came on a 1-2 count. Well, beautiful pitch for strike one. That was right on the black inside corner. Stoltzman knew she couldn't do anything with that pitch. Put one there again. Armbruster's next pitch. She tried. It's popped up. Ryan calls for it. Foul territory. That's out number 2. Beautiful pitch. Kenzie Gruntz, third baseman, struck out looking to end the first inning. You're looking for good food. You can't look past Basher's, J&J Bowling Center. Oh my, their ribs are terrific. There's a strike. 0-1 to count. And that wing special ends today. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't go in to eat wings. But if you want savings on them, go today. Ball scalded, foul. 0-2. So you know if you're Michaela Armbruster, that was too good a pitch. Too much of the plate. You got her 0-2. Try and get her to chase a riser here. Or maybe you throw something in the dirt. Try and get her to chase. Change the eye level. The pitch. Popped into the screen. Again, a little too much of the plate. 0-2. Two strikeouts for Armbruster. If she has 2 and they win, that's all that matters. Change up, missed. Runner goes down to second, and she's out. Oh, the ball got away. She would have been out by a couple feet. It was a nice throw by Van Ryan. That should have been an out. Be an error. And I don't know, how do you give the error to the catcher? A perfect throw. The Shoppers in scoring position. There's a 1-2 count. There's 2 outs. Strike called on the outside corner. Gruntz takes a deep sigh, sags the shoulders for the second time. She strikes out looking. 3 strikeouts for Armbruster, and the Falcons, after 2.5 innings, still have a 3-0 lead. I feel a whole lot more comes, though. They could score some in the bottom of the third. 3, 4, and 5 are due up. It's 3-0 on the Deb Salmonson Remax Realty scoreboard. Give her a call. Put her 20 years plus real estate work to work for you. If you're buying a home, selling a home, she knows what she's doing. Back in 30 seconds.
Thinking about your own funeral leaves most of us feeling a little uneasy. But more adults are finding by pre-planning their funeral, they're providing their family with greater emotional and financial security when that time comes. Harker Cole Funeral Home and Crematory at their new location in Faribault has been caring for families of all faiths in Faribault and the surrounding area since 1876. If you're considering pre-arranging your funeral, contact them. They'd be happy to walk you through the pre-planning process. Harker Cole Funeral Home Faribault, offering single pet cremation for your longtime companion.
42 pitches for Carlson, first 2 innings. And she's still out there. We did have someone warming up after the first inning.
Leading off for Faribault in the bottom of the third inning.
So Faribault will see Bree Bresnahan lead off here in the third. Hey! I can't see. Thank you. That's why people got to stand in front of you. So the right-hander's first pitch. Swung on and fouled. 0-1. I mean, there's like 900 seats here open. And they stand right in front of you trying to broadcast the game. 0-1 the count to Bree Bresnahan. Fouled off the first pitch. She's certainly got home run power. Righty pitcher Carlson waves at a couple of gnats, and the next pitch is high. 1-1. Bresnahan, first time up, hit a liner right to the shortstop. She hit a liner in the first to right field in the first game. I mean, she scalded the ball both times. Just unfortunate luck. So the righty's pitch. Outside. 2-1. Faribault would love to pad this 3-0 lead. Winner of this game heads to state next weekend right here at Caswell Park. The righty's pitch is a strike. Boy, that didn't look like a strike either. 2-2. That looked like it was low and outside. 2-2. Again, waving at the gnats is Carlson. And the pitch. Jammed her, but she still got around on it. Left fielder's going to come in and make the catch. Breeze hit the ball well today, has not much to show for it. One hit. That'll bring up Cassie Swanson, who just missed a home runner last time up.
Number 3, Cassie Swanson.
Smacked it off the fence for a double. That scored Shaq, who had led off. Actually, Shaq scored before that. She led off with a triple. Scored on the Armbruster hit, a fielder's choice. Pitch is outside. It's 1-0 to Swanson. Swanson almost hit the homer on a 2-2 count. Coming into this inning, Carlson with 42 pitches, 27 for strikes, 61 in the first game. She's over 100 on the day. Outside. Doesn't look like she really wants to give her anything to hit, and I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to either. Van Ryan, her last time up, did a very smart thing, hit a slow roller down the first baseline, stopped to wait till the run scored before she got tagged. 2-1's the count to Swanson. You can certainly do that. I don't know what they had the umpires out there talking about it, and I don't know what there was to talk about. It's just a heads-up play on Van Ryan's part, and a pitch. Ooh, she just missed. 2-2 the count. They're throwing her a lot of slow stuff here. Just got to be patient. Level swing. And with her strength, it can still go out of here. One down, bottom of the third, 3-0 Faribault leads. Pitch is outside. We have a full count to Cassie Swanson. So let's see if she throws her something to hit here. Abby Van Ryan had a couple hits in the first game. The pitch. The hammers toward right field. Right fielder runs in, makes the catch. Looks like anything to the air, the outfield, is going to be caught. They'll bring Abby Van Ryan.
Abby Van Ryan.
Van Ryan hit that slow rolling dribbler down the first baseline. It's almost a swinging bunt. And then the first baseman came up, fielded it. Abby backed up a couple of steps, so she couldn't tag her. Meanwhile, a run scored. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Abby Van Ryan. This young lady's got to be in shape. She catches almost every single inning on the season. Pitch is outside. The Mankato West fans wanted a strike, but that was a ball, 1-1. Dan Ryan, a right-handed hitter, steps in. She's got 2 homers on the season. And the righty's pitch. Swings at a ball that was outside, 1-2. That's not normal for Abby. Usually got a very good eye at the plate. Takes a couple of practice hacks, steps in. If she goes out, it's a 1-2-3 inning for the first time in the game for Faribault. And the pitch. Swings at a pitch over her head and gets a base hit. Unbelievable. Can that gal hit or what? That was over her head. She had a single. Pokes it to straightaway center field. I know a lot of scouts come to these tournaments. I got to tell you, if I was a college scout, the way she throws runners out, the way she hits.
And to your attention, please. Running for Abby Van Ryan, number 28, Lauren Steinberg. Now batting for the Falcons.
Now, Abby ran for herself in the first game, but she's got to be tired. She's going to be running here. Steinhag goes in for her. For Faribault, Lauren Steinberg, I'm sorry. I got her name wrong. That's not good. Steinberg is a junior. Abby Lake steps in. Good piece of hitting her first time up. Pitches down low for a ball, 1-0. Lake on a 1-1 count just went with a pitch. Took a pitch and just went with it for a single. Pitch is low and inside. It's 2-0. It was really a good piece of hitting there by Lake. Scored a run, and then she got picked off to end the inning. Pitch is outside. It's 3-0. Carlson could be tiring, as I said before. They pulled her out early, but she had 61 pitches the first game, and she threw 42 in the first 2 innings here. Carlson's next pitch. Strike call to the knees. Taken all the way, 3-1. 2 outs, runner at first. Faribault leads 3-0. We're in the bottom of the third. These are 7-inning games. 10-run rule kicks in after 5. Pitch. That's hit back up the middle. Nice play by Carlson, the pitching circle. Flips it to first base. That was a nice fielding play. And the bottom of the third, Faribault, no runs. They do collect a hit. No errors. 1 runner left on base. We played 3 complete on the Deb Salmonson Remax Realty scoreboard. It's 3-0 Faribault. Whether you're buying or selling a home, Deb Salmonson knows the market. Check out her website. All you got to do is Google it, and you'll be set whether you're buying or selling a home. She really knows the Faribault market. Well, at the top of the fourth, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 for Mankato West in 1 minute.
In fast-pitch softball, having a good defense is essential. Not giving additional outs to any team increases your chances of winning, with multiple quality plays keeping the score down. Same is true in real estate. RE/MAX Experts Realtor Deb Salmonson has 23 years experience selling real estate. 23 years experience selling in the Faribault area. That can save seller and buyer. Check out our website and see a number of testimonials from people at Deb Salmonson RE/MAXexperts.com. It's a seller's market right now, so the perfect time to list a home. Call Deb for a free market analysis. 507-210-1005.
Hi, Cody here with Harley's Auto Salvage, right across from the Rice County Fairgrounds. We've been here since 1952 and are proud to be Faribault's largest recycler. Be sure to check out our drive-thru recycling building. We can recycle your aluminum cans, copper, brass, and metal, and we're your source for new and used auto parts. If we don't have it, we can locate it on our nationwide locating system. Plus, we'll pay you top dollar for your junk vehicle, and we'll pick it up. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook.
Harley's Auto Salvage, across from the fairgrounds in Faribault.
There is not one cloud in the sky. And that fireball's right in my eyes. Swings, first pitch. Oh, what a play by O'Neill! Oh, my word! Lauren O'Neill just robbed her of a hit. What a play. O'Neill, that will probably be our Archambault brothers disposal pick of the game. What a play. I'm telling you, that had base hit written all over it. And O'Neill stabbed it, ranging to her right. That was awesome. And the pitch is a ball, 1-0. Van Ryan must have said something to her, because Lauren pointed to Abby. Oh, she was excited. I would be too. What a play. And the pitch. Strike. That has to pump up your pitcher too when your fielders do that. 1-1 to Stoltzman. You got a Cottonwoods somewhere in the neighborhood. See all them flakes in the air. That ball's hit to third. Knutson throws and gets her at first. Flashing the leather of the Falcon. That ball was hit pretty well. It was hit so hard that Ellie could take a couple of steps before she threw it.
The catcher, number 11, Bree Stoltzman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stoltzman was up now. I never did get the line up here. It's Carlson, the pitcher, that just hit. She swings. It's a slow roller. It's fair ball, and she is going to be safe. I don't know why the umpire never signaled on this, but she's at first. Just a slow roller that ended up being a fair ball. Well, they did the right play there. She lets it go. It might go foul, but she tried to gun her out, and she's got a very good arm. Be interesting to see who replaces Bresnahan at short next year. Knutson's got that arm. Abby Van Ryan's got a good arm. I'm not sure they got a game plan. We're worried about this year first. Pitch is too low. 1-0 to Emma Young. I think they might have ruled an error on that last play. We'll wait when the inning comes over. It's a tough error to get, I'll tell you, because that would take a heck of a throw. 2-0 the count. Rebel had a couple errors in the first game. Only had 10 all year coming into today. Boy, I don't know where. Okay, it's a strike. Got a delayed call. You must teach that in umpire school. Every umpire I see takes 9 minutes to make a call. And the pitch. Outside. When I umpired, I immediately put the strike up. I thought it meant that I was more decisive. You know, I want the fans to know I knew what I saw. And the pitch. Swing. Oh, Abby couldn't make the catch on a foul tip. 3-2. Scoreboard says 3-1. I'm pretty sure it's 3-2. So 3-2 is the count. I could swear they're playing some radio station over the speakers here. 3-2 the count. Why would they do that? So 3-2 is the count. I thought. They still have one strike on the board. He's fouled off a couple pitches. And here comes the pitch. Change up. Popped up. Bresnan calls for it. Squeezes it. Here in the top of the fourth. No run.
Top of the fourth inning, no runs, no hits. There was one error.
Wow, they did rule an error. Well, that's a tough error. But that's what they rule on Faribault, and one runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth. I don't know if a major league third baseman gets it out there. I mean, this is fast pitch high school ball. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 7, 8, 9 coming to the plate right after this 1 minute timeout.
Hi, this is Chris from Garlic's Water. Are you fed up with fighting rust stains and hard water problems at home? We have a system that can solve all your headaches. A kinetical water system. We have a wide range of kinetical water systems to fix any problem, big or small. Give me a call at 800-722-1282 or go online at garlicswater.com and let me show you what I can do to help. At Garlic's Water, your water has never been treated so well.
Garlic's Water.
Everyone should know by now the juiciest burgers in Faribault are found at Basher's Sports Grill and the J&J Bowling Center. Known for their incredibly delicious ribs, Basher's and the J&J Bowling Center will be open Memorial Day. Swing in and enjoy. Enjoy their delicious wings on special through the end of May. 20 wings for $10. J&J Bowling Center has a great summer special. Purchase a summer pass for bowling for $40. Enjoy 3 games a day, Monday through Thursday, all summer through the end of August. Proud of the Faribault Falcons, Basher's and the J&J Bowling Center, Faribault.
First pitch is high to Ellie Knutson. She showed bunt, brought the bat back. 1-0 is the count. Faribault needs to score some runs. They haven't scored since the first inning when they put a 3 spot on the board. And the pitch. Strike. It was right down Broadway. 1-1. She's good for at least bunt hit. She tried last time, got thrown out. It was a great play to get her. Squared the bunt, brought the bat back, pitched too high. That's exactly what you're supposed to do when somebody's trying to bunt. And get them to pop it up. Throw them a high pitch. The righty's next offering is a strike. 2-2. Carlson has not walked a batter, so I don't know. I think I might be a little more aggressive at the plate. Now take a look at the first inning. Pitch is outside. You don't want to swing at that. Now we got a full count to Ellie Knutson. You get her on base, you can manufacture a run. Last time they played West, before earlier today, she had 3 stolen bases. Swing and a miss. Wow. That's a big strikeout to Carlson. Just her second. Cameron Salmonson steps up. She struck out swinging her first time up. Swatting the gnats away is Carlson. And the pitch, way high. One and 0 the count. 62 pitches coming into this inning. She threw 61 in the first game. Pitch is a ball. It's 2-0. Windy hit the wall. That's a lot of pitches on a warm day. Well, it's not like sore arm or anything, but it takes a lot of energy. And the pitch, right down the slot. 2-1. Boy, that was a hitter's count. I mean, it was right down Broadway. I'm sure he called it a strike. They got 3-0 on the board. Should be 2-1. And the pitch. Swings and misses. For strike 2. So 2-2 is the count. The scoreboard guy's asleep. Umpire flashed it 3 times. The pitch. It just missed. Wow, that looked like a good pitch. 3-2 is the count. Oh, my word. Carlson walks to the back of that pitching circle and goes, my word. What do I got to do? Get a strike here. Salmonson stays alive by fisting off a pitcher's pitch. This will be the 7th pitch of this at bat. Faribault has just 2 hits since the first inning when they claimed 3 and scored 3 runs. The pitch just kept alive. Following off another good pitch. Be the 8th pitch of this at bat. After a 6th pitch at bat and a strikeout of Knutson. If there's one thing this young lady doesn't need, it's throwing a lot of pitches. The Falcons are battling her well in the pitch. Jammed her. Third baseman charges. Throws to first. In time for the out. So Lauren O'Neill will step up. Had a single her last time up. They put on the anti-slap hitting stuff and said, I don't need to slap hit to hit. Went right up the middle. There's a little drag bunt type. She's safe. There's an error on the throw, but she would have been safe anyway. That's a hit in my book. She'd have been safe. And so a little push bunt there for a single.
Fielder number 7.
2 outs. Ali Shack been safe on an error and tripled to start the game. Nice to have a leadoff hitter like this. She's got good power and can run. Pitches outside, 1-0. That's what they thought they had with Mr. Buxton for the Twins. He had some power and could run. But he's on the DL. Swatting the Knights away again. Carlson's pitch. Inside. Ball. 2-0. Umpire looked like he didn't know what he wanted to call there. He looked at his counter and put up 2 fingers. Oh, I can take off the sunglasses. And the pitch. That's hit fairly well. Right center field is going to drop in for a hit. Going to third is O'Neill. She is out at third base. The Falcons against Mankato West run into another out.
For the Falcons in the bottom of the 4th inning, no runs, 2 hits. There were
Wow.
no 1 runner left.
She stays at second. You got runners at first and second. I mean, having a runner at third and having a runner at second, not a big difference. Now you got nobody and you get the inning over. So Shaq had her single there, center field. O'Neill is thrown out at third base. Now, O'Neill's very fast, don't get me wrong, but they saw 4 people get thrown out on May 17th in Mankato. I don't think I'd be doing that. You hope like the Dickens that you don't need those runs. We go to the 5th, 8-9-1 against Armbruster right after this 32nd timeout.
Pleasant View Estates offers independent living, assisted living, and enhanced assistance on Faribault's picturesque east side. The fact that it's adjacent to a skilled nursing facility makes it ideal if your loved one needs more care. Move can be made without literally going outdoors, or if their spouse needs care, they can live right next door. Staff available 24 hours a day with call buttons in each apartment, full apartments with full kitchens, walk-in showers, cable and internet access, daily activities. A great way to make new friends going through the same part of their life journey. Take a tour soon. Pleasant View Estates, Faribault, because the journey matters.
57 pitches have been thrown by Armbruster in this game. She threw 100 in the first game, so she's at 157. as we go to the top of the 5th. It'll be 8-9-1 for West. 37 of her 57 pitches have been strikes. No walks in this game. She had 2 in the first. She's only allowed 3 hits. Just a couple strikeouts. There's a bunt. Armbruster fields her position well and throws her out at first base. When Armbruster did not pitch all the time last year, she played second base and was very good. So she can field her position. And that is a neat thing to have a pitcher too. 1 pitch, 1 out. Wisty steps in, struck out looking in the 3rd. The pitch. Strike. 0-1. Wisty kind of has a deep sigh as she steps out of the box. She thought that was low. And the pitch. High and wide. 1-1. First 2 innings, 4 of 8 first pitch strikes was Armbruster. I'll get you caught up in a moment. Swings half-heartedly. Anything half-hearted usually doesn't work. It's 1-2. It's very dusty here, you know. Falls off the next pitch, still 1-2. Well, the Faribault Falcon baseball season's over. They got beat 3-2 by Worthington. I know they wanted to go back to New Ulm for the 3rd time this week on Saturday, but I suppose they can if they want to watch the rest of the tournament. I'm sure they're here. Swing and a miss. Armbruster gets her 4th strikeout.
Center fielder number 7, Lady Shopper.
She was 5 of 12 first pitch strikes through the first 3 innings. Remember the game plan first game by West was to jump on the first pitch. So I like the fact that she's mixed that up. Another nice fielding play by O'Neill. Boy, she's turned into a slick fielding second baseman for the Falcons. She's so quick and fundamentally sound. She gets her whole body in front of the ball. Very nice. Here in the 5th, no runs, no hits. There were no errors. And nobody left on base. A 1-2-3 inning. It'd be nice to get a couple more runs here. Faribault's up 3-0. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 2, 3, and 4 are due up. Conclusion of our game, we'll have our pick up of the game, courtesy of Archambault Brothers Disposal of Faribault. Right now, Lauren O'Neill's won it hands down. That was one of the most impressive plays you'll ever see a second baseman make. So she's pretty much got that locked up, and if you see something more outstanding, I suppose we could have more than one pick of the game, too, as far as that goes. Courtesy of Archambault Brothers Disposal. If they're picking up garbage or picking up recyclables, they can do that for you. Also, they do a great job of those roll-offs. Lots of different sizes and very good prices. Carlson's finishing her warm-up tosses. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, Armbruster will lead things off. Hit a liner last time to the pitcher Carlson. Hit a comebacker to Carlson in the 1st inning that he had smack off her hand. And she tried to throw Shaq out at home plate, but Shaq slid between the legs of the catcher. And a little lower throw and a quicker tag might have had Shaq. I think the catcher thought it was a force out, and it wasn't. So, Armbruster steps in. I'll get you Carlson's pitch count in a moment. Righty's pitch. Swing! And a miss. She likes the swing of those first pitches. 0-1 to count. Threw 10 strikes last inning, did Carlson. Swaps away some more naps. Reiser fouled off. It's 0-2. Threw 8 balls last inning, 18 total pitches. 80 pitches coming into this inning, 61 in the first game. 48 of the 80 are strikes. As she falls off another pitch, it's 0-2. Nice to get a leadoff runner on here and try and manufacture a run. Like to get that score over a 4-run lead if they can. She slaps one towards short. Shortstop throws to first. She'll be safe at first base. You beat it out. Boy, Armbruster gets down the line pretty good too. Coming in to run for her is going to be O'Neill.
Your attention, please. Running for Michaela Armbruster, number 22, Lindsay O'Neill.
So Lindsay O'Neill goes in to run.
Batting for the Falcons, the shortstop, number 10.
Bresnahan steps up. She's 0 for 2 in this game. And this is a bunting situation. This is your number 3 hitter. Best hitter coming into the day. 450 something. The pitch. Squares to bunt. It's up high. Throw to first. And it hit the runner on the throw. Almost had another runner thrown out. 1-0. O'Neill was too far off first base. Almost. The throw hit her. It hit the runner. She probably would have been out. If, it goes to the person trying to catch the ball on the pitch. Outside. 2-0 the count. Umpire decides to dust off home plate. And it wasn't even dirty. He can come to my place if he wants to do some dusting. Oh, my. 2-0 the count to Bree Bresnahan in the pitch. Uh-oh. That's going to be trouble. It's going to be a hit. Bresnahan's got herself a single. Infield. Second baseman. That was deep in the second base hole. It's amazing the second baseman even got to that ball. And it is a hit. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Cassie Swanson will step up.
First base, number 3, Cassie Swanson.
I'm going to make a call here, and I don't do that very often. Cassie's going to hit a home run right here. She's due. First pitch. Oh, that was a home run pitch. It was high. It was a strike, a high strike, just where she likes them. Oh, my. If I'm Cassie, I say to the pitcher, throw me that again. And the pitch. Outside. 1-1. Oh, the chess match that is. Swanson takes a deep sigh on the 1-2 count. The pitch. Hit to right field. Going back to right fielder. Gets turned around, makes the catch. No, miss it by a whole lot. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Allowed out. Abby Van Ryan will step up. Singled her last time up. It was a pitch that was high and outside, and she still got a hit. Like Kirby Puckett or a Tony Oliva, people that can hit bad balls. That's Abby Van Ryan in the pitch. She hits it right back to the pitcher. Runners have to go. They get the lead runner at third. Van Ryan's on first on the fielder's choice. They retire O'Neill 1-5. And Faribault's in danger of having runners at first and second, nobody out, not scoring here in the 5th inning.
Right fielder, number 11.
They had their opportunities in the first game, folks. They lost 7-2, but they had their opportunities. Bases loaded, 1 out, didn't score. Ran into an out 1 inning. Lake swings at the first pitch. Right fielder's going to catch this. And that'll end the inning. Faribault had runners at first and second and nobody out. And they don't score. They're in the 5th inning. No runs. They collect 2 hits to start the inning and they don't score. You believe that? Last 2 innings, they've had 2 hits and have not scored. They have 9 hits in this game, and they only have 3 runs. All those came in the first inning. Of course, they've run into a couple outs here again in this game. So we go to the top of the 6th, down to their last 6 outs are the Mankato West Scarlets, but they've kept it close. I don't have any fingernails left. It's 3-0 back in 1 minute.
Bolt Funeral Home in Faribault understands their work with families often comes at a difficult time. That's why they're specially trained in pre-planning so the basics can be completed hopefully long before the services are needed. Bolt Funeral Home provides traditional and cremation services with the most compassionate care. Many generations of families have trusted their loved ones in the care of Bolt Funeral Home with generations of experience and decades of trust. Proud of their 5 generations of Faribault Falcon graduates, visit their website, boltfuneralhome.com, for more details about their services. For State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Langer at Faribault, being a good neighbor is about more than just serving your insurance needs. It's about living and working in this community. Your neighbors trust State Farm Agent Tony Langerud for affordable insurance because whether they have questions, need answers, or have a claim, they always get the personal service they deserve. For your free insurance and financial review, call State Farm Agent Tony Langerud.
We go to the top of the 6th. Swings of the first pitch, foul, 0-1. Armbruster, coming into this inning, was 10 of 20 first pitch strikes. Remember that first game, West, they just attacked that first pitch because she's always right around the plate. I think consciously she's trying not to throw always a first pitch strike. There's a ball. 1-1 the count to Stoltzman. Jalissa had a home run, a solo shot first game. He was a no-doubter. Both their homers were no-doubters. The ball's popped up. Abby Van Ryan calls for it, catches it right in front of the plate. So Grunst will step in, has struck out twice. Looking. This is their number 3 hitter.
Third base, number 14, Kenzie Grunt.
In the first game, she struck out twice. Swinging. So Armbruster's done a nice job on her in the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Typically, Michaela's gotten stronger as the games have gone on. But remember, this is the second game here today. Pitch is outside. 1-1. She threw 100 pitches in the first game. 164 coming into this inning. And the pitch. Jammed her and fouls it. 1-2. Down to the last 5 outs are the defending section champs. A few times over. Armbruster's pitch. Nice changeup. She pops it up. Armbruster says, I got it, and she does. 2 down. Cleanup hitter, Verhoeven.
Second base, number 9, Emily Verhoeven.
Emily's a senior. 4 seniors on this West team. There's a fly ball to left field. Salmonson started late on it, and she's going to be in second base. It really should have been a single, but he's playing pretty deep. It's a cleanup hitter, but I don't know if she didn't see the ball off the bat or what. She got a late start on it. So a runner at second with 2 outs, and the pitcher, Carlson, comes up. She had a homer in the first game. She hits one here, and we got a 1-run game. That's why those times when Faribault didn't score, you hope don't come back to haunt them. Pitch is a strike. 0-1. O'Neill came behind the runner at second that time. I don't think I'd be trying anything fancy here if I'm Faribault here. You got 2 outs. Pitch is outside for a ball. 1-1. You concentrate on Carlson here and don't give her something too good to hit. Strike. Nope. Called it a ball. Wow, that was an awfully good pitch. 2-1. That was right on the outside corner. He just does not give the outside corner at all. Pitch. Jammed her. That's hit well. It's back. It might be out of here. It's gone. Carlson hits her second home run of the day. It's a 2-run homer. 3-2 Faribault. With 2 outs, all this is happening, folks. 3-2, Falcons lead it. And stepping in is going to be Stoltzman, the catcher. It was on a 1-1 count, and obviously got too much of the plate.
The catcher, number 11, Bree Stoltzman.
That is West's 3rd home run of the day. And the pitch is a strike. 0-1. You can hear the West dugout. They're getting pumped up. Bottom of the 6th. Faribault is the bottom of the order coming up. And the pitch. And they're hoping they don't have to bat in the bottom of the 7th. 1-1. The big inning last game was the 6th against Armbruster. Change up, base hit, 1 hopper to Lake, 3 straight hits. They had 3 hits prior to this. Still 2 outs. Tying run is at first base. Go-ahead run comes to the plate in Emma Young. And this girl looks like she could hit a homer. Struck out twice, walked in the first game against Armbruster. First pitch was a strike. 0-1. All of these hits, well, the double. First pitch to Verhoeven. Homer, 1-1 count. Single, 1-1 count. Now it's 0-1 to Young. 3-2. Faribault leads it. They had their opportunities to pad that 3-run lead, and they weren't able to do it. 1-1. The runners at first and second. Nobody out in the bottom of the 5th did not score. And other runners in scoring position too. Could not get the timely hit. The ball, 2-1. Sorry. One drawback of the old earbud system. Pitch is way wide. He's got to be tired. He's got to find that second gear. 3-1. You don't want to put that tying run at second base. Big pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Need another one just like that. A 2-run homer by Carlson, the pitcher. Hit a homer in the first game, a solo shot. Ball's hit, foul. 3-2. Yeah, you think of those runs that, you know, you got a runner picked off, a runner throwing out trying to go to third. Pitch is hit. Bresnahan makes a nice catch. So Faribault escapes, still with a lead. 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors. 1 runner left on base. Bottom of the 6th. Boy, it would be nice to score about 3 or 4 runs. 7, 8, 9 coming up in 1 minute.
Our Shamble Brothers Disposal of Faribault has been serving the Faribault area for over 6 decades. The same local family-owned business has been assisting families and businesses. Randy and the whole Our Shamble Disposal family would like to thank their many loyal customers. 3 generations of Our Shambles have strived to treat their customers like family. It's not just picking up garbage to them. Service and relationships are why Our Shamble Brothers Disposal's in the business. If you'd like to be part of the Our Shamble Brothers Disposal family, just phone 334-8910. Reliance Bank of Faribault is a terrific way for you to support your favorite school and benefit yourself also. Get more details about their Faribault Falcon, Bethlehem Academy, or Medford Tiger debit cards. Open a free checking account like the Green Checking with no minimum balance, currently 1.5% APY on your deposits, and choose the MoneyPass Visa card with a Falcon, Cardinal, or Tiger logo on it. A portion of the interchange fee on every point of sale transaction is donated back to your favorite school. Another way that Reliance Bank of Faribault is redefining service every day. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Leading off for Faribault, Ellie Knutson. Here in the bottom of the 6th. She is grounded out and struck out, and her speed could mean another run just like that. Pitch is a strike. Nope, it's a ball, 1-0. That looked like a strike, but it was called a ball. Well, Ellie takes a deep side, steps in the box. She's one of our State Farm players of the first game with 2 hits. There's a strike. That pitch was outside and high. 1-1. The base umpires behind the plate here today. The funny thing is, we were here the other day. They had 3 umpires. We got 2 today, and it's a section final. Pitch is a strike. It was low and inside, and he called it a strike. 1-2. That ball was around the ankles. So, here comes the next pitch. Has to swing at that. Fouls it off. 1-2. 1-2 is the count. Our pick of the game, without a doubt, is going to go to Lauren O'Neill. She made an outstanding, literally, pick of the game. Courtesy of our Shamble Brothers Disposal. There's a ball. It's 2-2. Really nice to get Knutson on base. We told you about her great speed. She scored the 2nd run over in Mankato West High School, and they won the Big 9 Conference. Scored the 2nd run. Stole 2nd. Stole 3rd. It was Ricky Henderson-like. Scored on a wild pitch. There's a pop-up to second base. 1 down. Cameron Selmanson steps up, 0 for 2.
Left fielder, number 15, Cameron.
Faribault leads it 3-2. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The top of the 7th, it'll be 8, 9, and 1 for Mankato West. 8 and 9 are 0 for 4. 1 is 1 for 3. But Armbruster has got to be tired. That ball's a jam job, hit right to the 3rd baseman. She'll be out for the 2nd out. As I said before, Faribault hopes they do not bat in the bottom of the 7th, because that would mean they've given up their lead, which is 3-2. Lauren O'Neill steps up. She's had a very nice game here in the field, at the plate. She got thrown out trying to go to 3rd, but her wheels, I guess. Anything can happen. Pitches up high for a ball. She's got 2 hits in this game and that outstanding catch. Had kind of a push bunt last time toward the shortstop. They got the slap defense up, and the pitch just pooches it right over the shortstop's head. I love it. 3rd hit for O'Neill. She has just turned into a really smart player. That was really good. I think we know that Lauren is not only going to get a pick of the game, She's going to be one of our Faribault State Farm Insurance Agents, Faribault players of this game, courtesy of your Faribault State Farm agents, Tony Langerud, Jason Crone. Just like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So Allie Shack steps up, pops it up to the screen. It's 0-1. Shack has a couple of hits, triple and a single. Regardless of what happens here, Allie's going to be one of our State Farm players of the game. Started the game off right with that leadoff triple on a 1-0 count. One here would look nice too. Carlson fidgets with the ball and the pitch. Almost hit her, and he called it a strike. 0-2. 0-2 to Shack. O'Neill's at first. There are 2 outs here in the 6th. 2 strikes on Shack. Waving the Nats away is Carlson. She'll deliver. And it's a ball and a steal of second base. She's there. That's being daring when you steal second base with 2 outs, 2 strikes. In the 6th inning, up by 1 run. That is gambling, man. That is gambling. 1-2 the count to Shack. Let's hope it pays off. A hit here probably scores a run. And the pitch. Swings and misses. Well, the stolen base doesn't help at all. It's just the 3rd strikeout for Carlson. We go to the top of the 7th. West has to score at least 1 run to keep this game going. If they score more, they could win. It's 8-9-1 in the order to face Michaela Armbruster. Let's see if she's got her second wind here and she can hammer down a trip to the state tournament. We'll find out in 30 seconds.
Thinking about your own funeral leaves most of us feeling a little uneasy, but more adults are finding by pre-planning their funeral, they're providing their family with greater emotional and financial security when that time comes. Parker Cole Funeral Home and Crematory at their new location in Faribault has been caring for families of all faiths in Faribault and the surrounding area since 1876. If you're considering pre-arranging your funeral, contact them. They'd be happy to walk you through the pre-planning process. Parker Cole Funeral Home Faribault, offering single pet cremation for your longtime companion.
You're in tune to KDHL AM, Faribault, Minnesota. Well, this Armbruster needs just 3 outs, and the Falcons will make history. Never been to state in fast pitch. West has been there numerous times. So, ladies, let's get this hammered down. Mueller will lead things off. Now, this is huge. Need to get this first runner. You get a leadoff runner on, and they can manufacture something and tie the game. She's 0 for 2. Pitch, strike. 0-1. And the next pitch. Strike. 0-2. I don't throw anything to hit here. Outside, wouldn't chase. 1-2. I think I go for something up around the eyes. A rising fastball. And the pitch. There it is, and she fouls it off. Kosfeld, that was a bad call. That's a little lower, and might have a tie game. 1-2. Maybe you saw something in the dirt. She hits it foul. 1-2. Armbruster threw a lot of pitches last inning. She looked like she was getting tired to me. And I wouldn't blame her. 100 pitches first game. I'll get you the pitches here in a sec. The pitch. Wouldn't chase. 2-2. She's at 85 coming into the inning. 185 pitches. O'Neill calls for it. Makes the catch. 2 outs away from a state berth are the Faribault Falcons.
Left fielder, number 2, Holly Whiskey.
Oh my. Holly Whiskey, 0 for 2. Strikeout looking. Strikeout swinging. The pitch. Hits it to right field. Lake goes back. Turns around. Makes the catch. Oh my. She completely turned around and caught it. She slaps her glove in excitement. Faribault's 1 out away.
Center fielder, number 7, Wayne Shopper.
As Shopper steps up, a single and 3 trips. Abby Van Ryan's going to go out and talk to her junior battery mate. Falcons have never been, ever, to the fast pitch state tournament. They won the Big 9, but this is the prize they really want. And the pitch. Ball, 1-0. Two outs here in the 7th. That's a couple hopper. Bresnan to first. Falcons win! Falcons win! Falcons are going to the state tournament. Faribault makes history. Losing the first game 7-2. Winning the second game 3-2. Your Faribault Falcons are coming right back here next week. And I'll bet you ribs at Basher's that they'll be the number 1 seed. If they're not, it's a travesty. Way to go, Falcons. Oh, the quick wrap. Give you our pick of the game, courtesy of Archambault Brothers Disposal. We're going to do the awarding of the medals here. Yes! The Falcons are coming back to play in the state tournament. And we'll have our State Farm players of the game right after this. 1 minute timeout.
In fast-pitch softball, having a good defense is essential. Not giving additional outs to any team increases your chances of winning, with multiple quality plays keeping the score down. Same is true in real estate. RE/MAX Experts Realtor Deb Salmonson has 23 years experience selling real estate. 23 years experience selling in the Faribault area. That can save seller and buyer. Check out our website and see a number of testimonials from people at Deb Salmonson RE/MAXExperts.com. It's a seller's market right now, so the perfect time to list a home. Call Deb for a free market analysis. 507-210-1005.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let Jason Crone Agency help simplify to get to a better state. Because with Jason's office handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could save you up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call me, Jason Crone, State Farm Agency, today to get to a better state with State Farm.
Well, they're giving the medals here.
Activities Director at Mankato West High School, along with Ken Hubert and Keith Badger of Faribault High School.
Oh, wow, our new AD who hasn't even started his job yet. Going to be handing out medals. I heard he was here, Mr. Badger. He doesn't even start till July 1st. That's got to be pretty cool for him. I fell behind on my left on base here. Got so excited, folks. Should be ashamed of myself. But frankly, we're going to the state tournament. Doesn't get any better than that.
Number 5, Maddie Mueller.
8 runners were left on base by Faribault. 4 of them in scoring position. They had an error. It was a tough error, man. I wouldn't have given her an error, but they did.
Number 7, Lainey Shopper.
They had 10 hits and scored just 3 runs.
Number 8, Lauren Marshall.
West has 2 runs on 6 hits, commits 2 errors, leaves 5 runners on base,
Emily Barovin.
2 in scoring position. Our Faribault State Farm insurance agents, Faribault players of the game, Lauren O'Neill, 3 hits and a tremendous defensive play.
Reese Goldsman.
Michaela Armbruster, there had to be on fumes at the end of that game. You know, I mean, the tank had to be on E big time. Her 195th pitch of the day
Emma Young.
was a hopper to Bresnahan, throw out to first base, and the Faribault Falcons are heading to the state tournament. They're the Section 2 Triple H champions,
Tiffany Dene.
as West is receiving their runner-up medals. Getting
Number
handshakes from the
16, Abby
Falcons.
Brunmeyer.
So Armbruster, our other State Farm players
Number
again.
17, Kelsey
And Allie
Kettle.
Shack. Excuse me, it's very dusty out here. And I have to come back here next week. Shack
Student manager, Griffin
set the tone, I thought, with that leadoff triple. She had a single in the 4th inning.
Student manager, Dan Kruger.
Cassie Swanson had a big double in that 2nd inning. Missed a home run by just a couple feet, maybe.
Coach, Megan Spear.
It hit off the fence. That helped get the hit parade going.
Assistant coach, Diane Johns.
So
And head coach, Don Kuzmar.
again, our Faribault State Farm Insurance
Will
says
captains please come forward to receive your 2nd place trophy.
Faribault players a game. Tony Langrood, I see, just said something on Facebook.
Fans, the Class 2 AAA girls
We'll check that out later, Tony.
The Mankato West
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Our players of the game, Allie Shack, Michaela Armbruster, and Lauren O'Neill.
18, Section 2 AAA
These ladies are so much fun to watch.
champion is
I hope you can come out here. They open up on Thursday. We play 2 games. If you win one, you come back Friday.
Please step
If you win
forward
2
when your name
games,
is announced in numerical order.
guess what, ladies and gentlemen?
Number 2, Abby Van Ryan.
You'll be in the championship game.
Number 3,
And there's no reason to think Faribault couldn't be there. The number 1 ranked team for a reason. Kind of fell a little off the track in their first game today, losing 7-2. But they're getting their individual
Allie Shack.
section championship medals. Yeah, they get to keep those the rest of their life. Hand it down from generation to generation to generation to generation.
Bree Bresnahan.
As the Falcons are in the state tournament, and I'm pretty sure they'll be the number 1 seed. Seed, I think, comes out on Sunday. We'll certainly get it up on our websites,
Number 13,
kdhlradio.com, power96radio.com. And remember, next week, if you can't be here at the state tournament,
number 15, Cameron
the best
Salazar.
way to listen is to tap the app.
Number
If
20,
we're on Power
Lauren
96,
O'Neill.
it's Power 96 Faribault. It's on KDHL.
Number
It's the
22,
KDHL
Lindsay
radio
O'Neill.
app. The apps are free, folks, and it's the way to listen.
Number 23,
There's no
Kelsey
trying to
Demar.
tune in the radio to a precise location. You tap the app, click listen live,
Number 26,
and you're sitting with
Caitlin
me
Moat.
in my makeshift pavilion booth. So thanks
Number 28, Lauren Steinberg.
to Paul back at the station. He's a trooper. He was there early in the morning. He's there late at night, running the game. We certainly appreciate it. Faribault Falcon baseball team, by the way, lost a heartbreaker. 3-2 earlier today. Their season's over.
Assistant
The only
coach,
good
Jesse
thing about that,
Armbruster.
they can come here and support these ladies in the state tournament next
Assistant
week.
coach, Abby Bloomquist.
Be Thursday, and I'd be willing to bet you all you can eat ribs
Head
and
coach of the
bashers.
Falcons, Chris
that Faribault gets the #1 seed. Our broadcast day, oh, by the way, our Shambo Brothers disposal pick of the game goes to Lauren O'Neill. That was a major league pick at second base. The Falcons are holding that trophy high over their head, showing it to their fans, jumping up and down with glee. They are the Section 2 AAA champions. Couldn't happen to a nicer group of ladies. Our Shambo Brothers disposal, they are going, holding up for their fans. They're heading to state next week. I'll try to get a picture with them with a trophy. Reliance Bank Faribault. Our Shambo Brothers disposal, Faribault. You need refuse picked up, recyclables picked up. You need, one of those roll-offs. They got various sizes and at terrific prices. And nobody, I mean nobody, provides the kind of service they do at our Shambo Brothers disposal. They were named the Business of the Year by the Faribault Area Chamber of Commerce for 2018. Tony Langaroo, Jason Crone, your Faribault State Farm Insurance agents, bring you our players of the game every game. Doesn't matter what the sport is, all our broadcasts. If you enjoy it, please swing by and thank them. Bolt Funeral Home, Pleasant Manor, Pleasant View Estates, Bashers, the J&J Bowling Center, Garlick's Water Conditioning, Harley's Auto Salvage, Parker Cole Funeral Home, Deb Salmonson, Remax Realty in Faribault. Your final score on the Deb Salmonson Remax Realty scoreboard. The Falcons are the Section 2 AAA champions. They beat Mankato West, the defending section champs, a couple of times over. 2 years ago, this team won the state. 3-2 is your final score on the Deb Salmonson Remax Realty scoreboard. Michaela and her mom are hugging. Oh, get a little teary-eyed here. These are some great young ladies. Parker Cole Funeral Home of Faribault also brought you our broadcast here tonight. So, unless I'm 6 feet under, or in my case, I don't know what I would have to have happen not to be here next week. They're taking a team picture. I gotta get down one, get there one too. So Paul, that's a wrap.
All right, Greg Kosfeld out in Mankato celebrating. Be a late night for him too. Many thanks for everyone tuning in, whether it was through the app or, of course, right here on the Mighty 920 KDHL. And why not have a little bit of a buzz as we get closer and closer to state this Thursday. Have a great night. Of course, you can wake up with Jerry. He'll be on beginning at 5 a.m.
Another Friday night, there's a line of cars leaving. Home team's got an out of town. Me, I'm sitting on the hood of mine drinking. I'm just a parking lot down and outer. Under that high school bleacher, I drove that preacher's daughter crazy. Her mama was my homeroom teacher, and her dad was hell bent on saving